I saw this report that just came out by the University of Chicago. And what they came out with is a report on how much people are getting from the internet to pay their medical bills. You know, hundreds of thousands of dollars from people all over the internet that give them money for free to pay their medical bills. And this is through crowdfunding. Now, look at here. Here's the study, and it's NORC. If you're looking for that, NORC.org, and it's donate. Millions of Americans donate through crowdfunding sites to help others pay their medical bills. And look at 50 million people. 50 million people pay that, are giving money just on the internet to people to get rid of their medical bills. Now, okay, is that a lot or whatever? We throw numbers like that around. You don't know how big that is. I certainly don't. And so here's a statistic for how many people donate at church. Only 10 million people, 10 million people are donating to church and nonprofits every year. And that's about $50 billion. But 10 million people are donating to church and nonprofit. And here we have 50 million people. So that's 500 times more. People on the internet are giving other people money to pay their medical bills. Okay. Now, if you want to know more about how to do that, if you go to my website on YouTube, so that's youtube.com/Matthew Lesko, I have a playlist there of the people I've interviewed who've done this. In other words, I interview people all over the world who go out and find free money on the internet or through government programs to solve problems. Well, here's about 20 or 30 people, that I have here. I call them be a superhero and get someone else free money, because it's not only the people who are getting money for themselves, it's people who are showing who are using crowdfunding to get money for other people to pay their medical bills. Now, here, somebody lost his job because of an illness, and he raised $175,000 on the internet, to pay those bills, medical bills, living bills, and everything. Here's another couple that did that. Here's a website, that just specializes in that. It's just all over the people who've done that. Here, $32,000, after someone lost his wife through a medical problem. Here's a couple who raised money in 10 minutes on the internet to get out of financial trouble because of I slipped that because of medical bills. So these medical bills, here, somebody raised $100,000 for somebody with medical bills. Here's another one with $25,000 for medical bills. I mean, if you look at this report from NORC, you'll see that it's interesting data in here too. The survey found that estimate 8 million Americans have started a campaign for themselves or someone in their household, and more than 12 million people have started a campaign for someone else. Okay, the out-of-pocket expenses are so high. This is the largest cost. The largest reason for people going bankrupt now is because of medical bills, and that's what's important. That you should realize that this is why people are going bankrupt now. I mean, the Affordable Care Act was trying to stop that, and it did it to some extent. It got like 10 million people or more to have health insurance who would not have it. But now you also have these deductibles and co-payments that are people can't afford. So maybe they have health insurance, but they still can't afford the one they have because the deductibles and copay. So that's where people are going on the internet and doing that. Now you could read, anybody could view these videos I have on YouTube, or if you're a member of Lesko Help, I'll send you a report that shows you step by step how to do campaigns like this. But if you look at these videos on YouTube, you can get enough out of it to figure that out. But Lesko Help is where I'm trying to show people the alternatives that they have in life to create income, solve financial problems that don't cost anything. See, there's options out there for you to solve financial problems, but you don't know because they don't advertise. The only options are advertised, people trying to sell you insurance, they're trying to sell you money, they're trying to, this is what I'm trying to do, show people money you don't have to pay back. And that's all I deal with. And there's thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of programs or whatever. And so I try to set up a single place that people can come to and learn about not only government programs, but other programs like this that are available to people. They're alternative, what I call alternative ways of getting money and help to solve a problem that the average financial expert isn't telling you about because they're just too new or they just don't want to learn the government system. Yeah. But it's there. The fat cats learn it and they use the hell out of it. So you should too.